In this video, we will be talking about task authorizations. By setting up a task authorization, you can allow a certain ID to access that task or menu, add, delete, or modify slips. So in order to do it, you need to go to User Customization, User Setup, and Register User as a master ID. Master IDs are not affected by this. So click on an ID that you would like to change the task authorization. Go to the Authorization tab, and you are met with Default Authorization and Task Authorization. Basically, by setting up a default to either no authorization at all or to all authorization, you can set up an exception through Task Authorization Setup. Simply put, if you do a default no task authorization, it means that you are not able to access any part of ECOUNT tasks/menu. Through Task Authorization Setup, you can set up an exception to allow certain tasks or menus. For instance, this ID has been set to no authorization, so no menus can be accessed. However, if I want to allow this ID to view sales, then simply go to Individual Authorization and select it to Have Authorization. Let us save and find out. Now, as you can see, this ID can access sales list, new sales. However, by going to other menus, as you can see, other menus have no access, so you can't use other menus. Coming back to Task Authorization Setup, I'll be looking at in better detail. Let's say if you allowed sales authorization, but you do not want them to either edit or delete or make a new slip, then what you want to do is click on the exception action. For instance, if you want to modify the sales authorization, click Setup, and so if you set it up like this, the ID can only enter a new slip and modification and delete cannot be done. As you can see, by clicking Save after making a new sales, the sales slip has been correctly entered. However, if I click on it and try to modify it, it shows up like this, so you cannot modify it. Same is applied to deletion as well. Lastly, exception menu is when you want to allow all menus of sales, but specifically want to not allow a certain menu. For instance, a sales list. By applying it and saving it, this ID can no longer view sales list, like so.